Hey there, my name is Megan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the accepted test, a Wheel of Time book tag, hence the medieval dress. Maybe I just wanted an excuse to get dressed up, it is close to Halloween, but I thought I would play the part since this tag has to do with the Wheel of Time. I originally heard about this tag from Chase over at Fantasy Talk, so I'll go ahead and link his channel down below, as well as the original creator of the tag. But before we go ahead and get on into the prompts, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the little bell icon so you can be notified every time I post new bookish content. I post new videos every Sunday and every Wednesday, and sometimes I post videos on Friday. Right before we start these questions, I have not finished the Wheel of Time series. I'm currently on book 7, so I've read books 1 through 6, so I can only answer questions that kind of pertain to those books, and I will tell you what book I'm going to be referencing in order to answer the question, and I will tell you if I'm going to be putting spoilers in there. So for example, if you had read through book 3 and I talked about book 3 in one of the answers, you can listen because it's not a spoiler to you, but if I'm talking about something that happened in book 5 and you haven't gotten book 5 yet, you might want to go ahead and skip over that question, and I will put timestamps for each question in the description box. Question 1 is, how did you hear about the Wheel of Time? And I honestly don't know. I remember reading this series as a teenager, and I have a feeling that I kind of just went into the bookstore and picked up the most prominent book or most advertised book, because I remember being about 15 or 16 years old, and I was over visiting my cousin, and she offered to take me to the bookstore, and I got books 1 through 3 of the Wheel of Time series. So I'm pretty sure I hadn't heard about them. I just went into the bookstore, and they seemed interesting to me. And they're the same books that I still have on my bookshelf that I've had since I was a teenager. Question 2 is, if you had the opportunity to join an ajah in the White Tower, which ajah would you choose? And I would choose the blue ajah, just like Moraine, because most of the Amerlin seats that have been raised have been blue ajah. Swan Sanche is a blue ajah, and to me, they just seem like leaders in the world. They're always inserting themselves into the world's issues, trying to guide things and correct things, and to me, they just play a prominent leadership role, so I would definitely choose the blue ajah. Because I chose the blue ajah, what is one plot twist that I didn't see coming? And this is going to reference book 6, but it is when Egwene is raised to Amerlin. And I knew that was going to happen because I had been spoiled about that already when I was kind of reading some of the forums about the Wheel of Time years ago, so I knew that was going to happen, but I was surprised at the way it happened. There was no pomp and circumstance, and there's already an imposter Amerlin that is in that position, and I just felt like Egwene was raised just because, and I just found it a bit underwhelming. So while I knew that was going to happen, I just felt like the way it happened was not as interesting or climactic as I thought it would have been. Question 4 is, who's a character that you love to read about but who you would hate to meet in real life? For me, that would be Nynaeve. I don't mind reading about Nynaeve. I feel like she's a good, strong character, and she definitely doesn't take any nonsense off anybody, and she can take care of herself, but holy moly, I don't think I could take her cynicism all the time. I don't think I could take the fact that she just flies off the handle for no reason and gets angry so easily and is just grumpy. I think I would personally have to tell her to go fly a kite or something, but not someone that I could deal with on a regular basis for any length of time in my real life, but she's fun to read about. Question 5 is, who is a character from another book series that you think would make a good warder? I'm going to choose Éomer from the Two Towers, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, because when I think of Éomer, I just think of a soldier. He is in charge of the riders of Rohan, and he just, to me, seems like a protector and a fighter, and I feel like he would make a very good warder as well. Question 6 is, what is a scene from the book that you're excited to see on the big screen or TV when the adaptation is finally made? And this is going to be from book 3. I am very excited to see when Rand takes Kalendor, the sword that is not a sword, and is finally proclaimed the Dragon Reborn, because all the way up through books 1 through 3, there's this prophecy, and you're just wondering when he's finally gonna be proclaimed as Dragon Reborn, and I feel like that is an inciting incident that really sets the story in motion, and plus you have that epic battle scene at the end of book 3, so I just feel like it would be such a staple scene for the TV show. Question 7 is, what is your favorite and least favorite book covers? Personally, I think that the Wheel of Time series could do with a complete rebranding. I personally don't like any of the book covers. I think that they're incredibly dated. They're the same book covers that I've had since I was a teenager. They're from the 90s. I feel like they look like they're from the 90s. They're not bad, but I just feel like they could be improved so much more. Like some of the character drawings, even the characters themselves, like they're just not done well, and like their facial expressions just aren't done well. And when I think of the way that the characters look, a lot of times on the cover, the characters just don't reflect that. And I've never personally loved the covers. I just thought they were average. So I would love to see a complete cover redesign for this series. Question 8 is, what is a favorite place in the Wheel of Time universe that you would like to visit? I don't know if this counts, but I'm going to go with Talonride Riyadh, the Land of Dreams, because I just feel like that would be so cool to be able to walk among dreams, your dreams and other people's dreams, and to be in a place that mirrors your reality but isn't your reality, and you can change your reality. I just think that would be bizarre and wild and cool and fun to at least do one time. Probably is a little bit terrifying too, but I would love to experience Talonride Riyadh at least once. Question 9 is, if you could make your own ter'angreal, what would it be and what would it do? So I had to think about this for a while. I think it would have to be something that I could wear. So a piece of jewelry, a pendant, a ring, because I lose things all the time. And if it was an object like a cup, it would be gone. So definitely something that I could wear and keep on me. And I don't know what it would do. I feel like it would have to be something that is applicable to everyday life and could aid me. So maybe being able to tell when people are lying. So being able to see the truth inside of lies, or be able to tell if someone's lying, I think that would be beneficial. So that's what I would choose. And the last question is to name another book series that Wheel of Time fans might enjoy. When I was reading this series, I was actually reading Terry Goodkind at the same time. So I kind of remember my teenage years reading fantasy as those two book series, The Wheel of Time, and then I guess it's Wizard's First Rule. I just remember them going together, and I remember them being very similar with regards to like the world, the complexity of the world, the length of the books, the content of the books. We have like the chosen one main character, and I feel like there were very similar tropes in those books. So I feel like if you like Wheel of Time, you will probably also like the Terry Goodkind books. I personally do not have mine anymore. I unhauled them, but I just remember them going really well together. And also, I feel like Robert Jordan drew a lot of inspiration from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And then I would definitely say the Stormlight Archives too, just because I feel like Sanderson is so well versed in Robert Jordan's universe because he finished the last couple books, and he himself drew inspiration from Jordan's works. So I feel like any of those series you would enjoy if you enjoy Wheel of Time. All right, you guys, so that is it for the accepted test book tag. If you are a Wheel of Time fan, I definitely tag you to do the accepted test. I would love to hear your answers. Let me know in the comments if you plan on doing it, or if you've read the Wheel of Time, or if you plan on it and what your thoughts are. And as always, all of the books that I talk about in my videos are listed down in the description box below if you are looking for any more information. And I will see you guys soon in another video. Goodbye.